Convention fervour has gripped the national politics with the 14th General Convention of Nepali Congress kicking off in the capital. However, all attention has been grabbed by the failure of the leadership and the opposing faction to find consensus leaders in the position of office bearers. Leaders are still making last-ditch efforts to make consensus to finalize the common candidate for presidency. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. It's the second day of the 14th General Convention of ruling Nepali Congress. Aspirants to file their nomination today. Inter-party factions expedite the discussions to finalize the candidates. Delay in endorsement of annual budget of Civil Aviation Authority affects maintenance works in airports including Pokhara and Bhairava Airport. UK scientists warn 2 doses of a COVID vaccine are not enough to stop one from catching the Omicron variant. And 2 matches scheduled at the Martyrs Memorial A Division League today. Sadabatu Youth Club are up against NRT while Himalayan Sherpa see Machindra Club. The 14th General Convention of ruling Nepali Congress has kicked off from yesterday. Aspirants for the election are to file their nomination on the convention's second day today. Based on the schedule of the Central Election Committee, candidates can register their nomination between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. today, and the final list of candidates will be published at 5 p.m. tomorrow. The General Convention, that is late by almost years, will see new 168-membered Central Committee, including 14 office bearers. Meanwhile, the Central Election Committee has already published the list of delegates for the convention. The closed session that began right after the convention's inauguration ceremony yesterday evening approved political and financial report presented by the party's General Secretary duo. The Central Election Committee has said voting will begin at 8 a.m. on coming Monday. The ruling party has refrained from using electronic voting machine, which means each voter will need at least 2 hours to cast their votes. Meanwhile, top leaders of the party have begun their legwork since early morning today to finalize the candidates for the election. The election would choose 100 different office bearers, including a president, 2 vice presidents, 2 general secretaries and 8 deputy general secretaries through the convention. The elected Central Committee members will choose the treasurer of the party. With elections 2 days away, leaders from inter-party factions are yet to settle the candidate issue. Prime Minister and incumbent party president Sher Bahadur Deuba and senior leader Ramchandra Paudel factions are still having a hard time to pick consensus candidates. Although Deuba has been confirmed as the party president candidate from his faction, the candidate from the Ramchandra Paudel faction for the party's top post is yet to decide. Leaders Prakash Man Singh and Shekhar Koirala are in a mindset to contest for the party president from the faction and are not ready to back off in the name of consensus. As of latest updates, leaders are making their last-ditch efforts to finalize their common candidate. Meanwhile, as per the latest updates, party president Deuba and leader Krishna Prasad Sitaula have agreed to form an alliance for the election. As per the consensus, faction of leader Sitaula will get 1 general secretary and 1 deputy general secretary. Leaders Pradeep Paudel and Umakant Chaudhary from the Sitaula faction will file their candidacy for general secretary and deputy general secretary respectively. Leader Bimlendra Nidhi, who parted ways with the leadership faction, and youth generation leader Kalyan Gurung have also decided to announce their candidacy for the Nepali Congress top post. Public institutions of the country have been exhibiting slack performance in recent years. With the delay in the endorsement of annual budget of Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal CAAN, maintenance works in airports including Pokhara and Bhairava has been further delayed. Even as a study carried out by an organization including 7 private airline operators pointed out risk in the aviation sector due to movement of wild animals, the authority has remained indifferent. Likewise, all steps taken to minimize the movement of wild animals and birds in the airports in the past 30 years have failed to make any difference. CAAN is responsible in monitoring all 54 airports of the country. However, many of them are in poor condition, while the CAAN has not been able to make country's aviation sector safer. It may be recalled that the European Union blacklisted Nepalese airline companies in 2013 based on the ICAO's decision to enlist Nepal in risk zone category. The EU has yet to lift the ban, even as the ICAO removed Nepal from the list. Meanwhile, effort to split CAAN into service and monitoring sectors since 7 years is still under consideration, while the delay in completion of national pride projects Bhairava and Pokhara has raised a question on the role of CAAN. CAAN has also failed to present alternative modality for construction of much-awaited Nisgat Airport. The politics for leadership within the authority, which is responsible to connect Nepal globally through air service, has also declined the performance of authority, while the political intervention has also affected the overall performance of the authority. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the participants at the 14th General Convention of Nepali Congress, how would the General Convention influence the national politics? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
परिवर्तनका लागि परिवर्तन मात्र नभएर पुस्तान्तरण परिवर्तन वैचारिक सिद्धान्तका आधारमा परिवर्तन हुनुपर्छ।
जनताको भावनालाई मुखरित गर्न सक्ने व्यक्तिहरू चाहिँ को अब छनौट यो महाधिवेशन प्रतिनिधिले गर्नुपर्छ।
भ्रष्टाचारलाई निर्मूल गर्ने कांग्रेस हुनु पर्यो।
जो दृढ विश्वास छ, संकल्प छ, उनीहरू राष्ट्र विकास गर्न सक्छन्, त्यो युवा नेतृत्व चाहिन्छ।
गुट उपगुटको स्थितिलाई परिवर्तन गरेर एकरूपताको रूपमा अघि आओस्।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: what do you think is the reason behind the Civil Aviation Authority's apathy towards upgrading airports? The options: option A, no willingness; option B, pending budget; and option C, political influence. The voting is on. Type any WS. Select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And time now for the sports update.
Sports news.
2 matches have been scheduled for today at the Martyrs Memorial A Division League. Sadhubato Youth Club are up against New Road team NRT in their first match that will kick off at 1 p.m. in Dashrath Stadium. Sadhubato has remained undefeated in the ongoing season so far and are in the 3rd position of the points table with 7 points. A win in today's match will help Sadhubato climb atop the points table today. Sadhubato had played a 1-all draw with Friends prior to this and defeated 3-star and APF. Meanwhile, NRT is looking for its first win of the season. NRT has 2 points from 3 matches and are at the 11th position. NRT had played 1-all draw with Jassal Youth Club. The second match of the day will see defending champions Machindra Club up against Himalayan Sherpa. Machindra have 7 points from 3 matches and are at the 4th position of the points table. A win with goal margin today will ensure the club move atop the table. Machindra had defeated Jalakel 2-0 in its previous match. Sherpa are without a win this season and had played a 1-all draw with Police Club. Sherpa Club has 2 points from 3 matches and are at the 10th position. The second match will kick off at 4:45 p.m. Meanwhile, title contender Manang Marshangde Club reached the top of scoreboard of the ongoing Martyrs Memorial A Division League, defeating Friends Club in the match played yesterday. 8 times title holder Manang opened a 3-point lead at the top of table after a 2-0 victory over Friends Club. Afiz Ulawale scored for the team in 41st minute, while Dinesh Rajbangshi doubled the lead in 73rd minute. Olawale scored from a free header to open the scoring from a cross by Anjan Vista. After the first lead, Rajbangshi doubled the score in the 73rd minute after another defensive mistake by Friends Club. The win leaves Manang at top in the table with 10 points, while their second defeat is languishing Friends Club in the 12th position with 2 points. Meanwhile, Tribhuvan Army Club defeated Jassal Youth Club to move into second in the table of the league. George Prince Karki and Jagjit Shrestha scored for the departmental team in the victory. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.